All right, let's wrap up this week the only way we know how to do it with some fun and, togetherness. This is In Other News. I'm your host, Mike Russell. Appreciate you wrapping your week up with me, and let's get jumping all over this thing. Before I get to the illustrious Katie Hobbs and her scorching hypocrisy, let's get to that jobs report, huh? What do you think about that? The jobs report comes out first Friday of the month. And I forgot that this goes down. The jobs report was such shenanigans from the Biden administration. I had no interest in the first Friday of the month. But first Friday of the month, here we are. This is the jobs report. If you guys saw that, that's the Wall Street Journal, and it must have killed them to put that on there. Hiring defied expectations in March with 228,000 new jobs. All of this winning. And this is what we voted for. This is exactly what we voted for. Now, like me, I think that some of you would probably be skeptical as well when you see these kinds of headlines because we were lied to for 4 straight years on jobs numbers. We were just totally lied to. Then you guys understand that. I know that. That is an understatement. Was lied to. It was fraudulent what they did. What the Biden administration did running up to the election, saying the economy is saved, look at all the jobs we've created, and it was all a lie. It was all BS. And the jobs that they did create were government jobs. You understand the hiring of 228, unemployment didn't change, and the Doge team laid off I don't know how many thousands of people. That is what tariffs do. They encourage people. I know, what about the stock market, Mike? What about the stock market? We'll get to that. But look, the stock market is not the economy. We know that. And the vast majority, I believe 80 to 90% of all stock is owned by 8% of the country. So when the stock market goes down, not everyone is impacted. When buying stock at a great discount, yeah, this is the time you buy. Right now. That's why it'll rebound. I was talking to Queen Bee before the show, and she said, "Oh my gosh, did you look?" I'm like, "I'm not going to look. There's no need to look. I know what's happening, and I know it's going to rebound." She goes, "That's what everyone's telling me." I said, "Who's everyone?" She said, "Her accountants or her financial guys." I'm like, yeah, I know, because we have the same group telling me the same thing. Everything's going to be fine, kids. Everything's going to be just fine. But the jobs number obviously is a good sign. I don't buy into the unemployment number. The unemployment number has always been BS. It always will be BS. And yeah, Chris, right. All I do is win, win, win. It's been one hell of a ride. I tell you, it really has been. And let's get to what I promised you that I would get to yesterday. Is this notion from 2 entities in Congress that they can just take our public lands and sell them to whoever they want. These are the Senate Committee on Energy and Natural Resources and the House Committee on Natural Resources. Let's start with the House. These jabronis, Bruce Westerman is somebody out of Arkansas, 4th District. Rob Whitman, Vice Chair. He's from Virginia, 1st District. Tom McClintock, California Republican, believe it or not. Yeah, Rob and I met that guy at the border. Really, really cool dude. So he is going to get a strongly worded email from me. That is for damn sure. Paul Gosar's on there. Let's see here. Lauren Boebert's on there. Man, there's a bunch of people on here. This is so cool. Harriet Hagman, who I totally dig. She's on here as well. And then a bunch of people that, you understand there's 400 plus representatives. We don't know these people. We have no people. On the Democrat side, on the House side, Jared Huffman is the ranking member. Raul Grijalva, RIP. And his daughter's running now. His daughter's going to be running. Val Hoyle, you know exactly who that is. So a bunch of schmucks over there that would love nothing more than to just... it's weird. Wouldn't you think the Democrats would step up and go, no, we're not going to sell public lands. We're not going to do that. Let's get to the... Energy and Natural Resources side, the Senate side. Mike Lee is the chair. Martin Heinrich from New Mexico. These are all people that I will publish this list, and you guys can help me out and absolutely destroy these people just for the idea. Tom Cotton's on there. Bill Cassidy is on there. Lisa Murkowski is on there. She's a Democrat anyway. Ruben Gallego. Crazy Hirono's on there as well. So, yeah, this is why things might just be going south. Probably because of those two, Crazy Hirono and Ruben Gallego. I'm going to try to say that right. I'm not going to pronounce the A in a different way. Gallego, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Ruben's a punk. So if I sent Ruben a letter or an email saying don't do this, he would do it. Whatever I say, he'd do the opposite. Yep. Didn't Raul die? Is Raul Gallego alive? I didn't know. I know his daughter's running for a seat. Is he just retiring? Speaking of an idiot, let's see. Grijalva. Let's see here. What do we got here? Yeah, died March 13th. Yeah, died 2 weeks ago. There we go. I don't know. You might have seen a flag in the state flown at half staff because who cares? Sorry. Something, I appreciate people for being people, but from a business standpoint and an America standpoint and a leadership standpoint, Raul Grijalva was a nightmare, an absolute nightmare. So rest in peace. Sorry, thoughts and prayers, family. So it's okay, all right. Yeah, we could not make that, but I did. Yeah, saw Eddie play last night. I bet he is, man. I bet it's a damn good show. They're down here in the West Side with that casino. Yeah, that's funny, Rhonda. I didn't know he died either. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that either, Chris. Pelosi flew to speak at the Tucson. No, she did not. Air Force jet, I would assume. Yeah, because she flies. She doesn't fly commercial. She flies. The Air Force has to pay for her going back and forth as the speaker, and I'm sure that has not changed. I'm almost positive that has not changed. Let's jump on this. There is, the tariffs are going on. Tariffs. I think it was Vietnam that in a couple of South American countries that are like, okay, call the president right away. Maybe we can agree on you tariff us 5%. We throw 5% at you. We just matchy. You good with that? Several countries say we want to either move businesses to the United States so we don't have tariffs, or hey, we're going to lower the tariffs on your goods so you can basically take this away, this 10, 20%, and lower it down to 5. You take 5, we take 5, and everybody's good. AOC was there too. Oh, may have been there as well. Yeah, AOC now polling higher than Chuck Schumer in New York. She is going to be the next senator. She's going to dethrone him. It's going to be her district has like 12 people in it, and they're all staffers. So that's a safe district for the Democrats to pull out of and say, okay, they're going to, because the guy's an idiot. Whoever runs his Twitter is delusional. It is as delusional as the speech. It's probably the same person, the speechwriter and the person there. Yeah. She's going to Chuck Schumer. Grizz is on one today. Grizz is on fire today. I like that. Absolutely love that. Let's get to our crybabies, our crybaby neighbors from the north. Canada is pretty much done with us, just because of tariffs. And in all of this screaming and hollering by world leaders about the United States tariffs, of Donald Trump's tariffs, they all failed to mention, just conveniently failed to mention, the tariffs that they have on our goods. Yeah. They kind of forget. Uh-oh. Greg's here just in time for us to talk about Canada. Welcome, Greg. What's up, Michael? Just talk about Canada. Canada's done with the U.S. Here we go.
Old relationship we had with the United States.
At least, this guy's kind of buttoned up and politician-y. At least when we had you in there, we could just make fun of his, him. Yeah, but this guy here.
Based on deepening integration of our economies and tight security and military cooperations.
Military
is over. What exactly the United States does next is unclear. But what is clear? What is clear?
Our relationship with Canada is over, he said.
As Canadians have agency. We have power. We are masters in our own home. Nous sommes maîtres chez nous. We can control our destiny. We can give ourselves much more than any foreign government, including the United States, can ever take away.
God, this
deal
guy's
with this
boring.
crisis best by building our strength right here at home.
Yeah, by taxing your people more,
It will take hard work.
by limiting your freedoms to your
It
people.
will take steady and focused determination from
Okay.
governments, from businesses, from labor, from Canadians. We will need to dramatically reduce our reliance on the United States.
Okay, cool.
We will need to pivot our trade relationships elsewhere. And we will need to do things previously thought impossible at speeds we haven't seen in generations.
Well, you're going to have to, Slappy, because you start talking trash like that to Donald Trump's country, and it's not going to turn out well for you. Let's keep going here with this guy. Here we go.
Is ready to take a leadership role in building a coalition of like-minded countries who share our values.
Okay.
We believe in international cooperation.
Sure. Of course you do.
We believe in the free and open exchange of goods, services, and ideas.
Uh-huh.
And if the United States no longer wants to lead, Canada will.
Okay, I want you to hear it again.
And if the United States no longer wants to lead, Canada will.
Okay, bud. Cool. We're just going to go ahead and take a back seat while we work on our stuff that we got going on here. Jobs report came out, it was fantastic. Unemployment doing great. The economy's bouncing back. And by the way, again, going back to the stock market thing, I mean, Greg, all of us will remember this. I said Greg because you're the elder statesman here, my friend. Remember when the Dow hit 10,000 and people thought, oh my God, 10,000? Dude, Dow's at 40,000. Everybody take a deep breath. And again, the vast majority, over 80% of the wealth in Dow is owned by 8% of this country. Help everyone take a deep breath. Anyway, this Canadian schmuck is thinking he's going to just kind of flex on the United States, that he is going to lead in a coalition of governments like NATO. Can I show you guys a pie chart? I love pie charts. I love Venn diagrams, the three circles. Well, I'm out of practice with my Kamala. Yeah, out of touch with that one. Oh. No, that's not what I mean. I didn't mean that. Come on, now. Come on. I didn't mean old dude. Elder statesman is like, yeah. Elder statesman. Didn't say old. Jeez. Yeah. Next on South Park, Canada takes control. The Canadian government has stopped apologizing for Bryan Adams years ago. The head's all flapping back and forth. Anyway, pie chart. Here we go. Yep, there we go. There's the NATO member. That's how much it's at NATO membership. This is how much we kick in, y'all, as a percentage of their spend. Canada's in there at 2.1%. Fantastic. Why don't we go ahead and flip-flop with them? We'll stay in NATO, but Canada can do the 70.5% that the U.S. is doing, and we'll take their 2.5. Everybody good with that? Go ahead, Canada. It's asinine. You all, the cable news punks are doing nothing but bending over backwards. They're pulling muscles, trying to get anyone from the Trump administration to say these tariffs are going to raise prices. That's all they want to know. That tariffs are going to basically soften our world standing. And basically you ask me, it hardens our world standing. As countries are lining up to speak with the president to say, whoa. Okay, yeah. We had a 40% tariff on this good, this American good, that American good, but it's now 5 or nothing. Yeah. Oh, that is cranky old bastard. I'll go with that then, man. All right. COB. He's our COB. At Trump, troops would be returning home. What is it? If I were Trump, my troops would be returning home from Europe and just keep it going. As a matter of fact, we're going to close the embassy down in your country, and we're going to take our troops, and we're at that base we have there that stimulates your entire economy. We're going to go ahead and we're going to close it. So we're going to start flying things out toot sweet. You guys want to tariff us? You want to cry about your tariffs? Yeah, exactly. This is exactly what people don't pay attention to this. Oh, Canada's going to put tariffs on us. That's so bad. It's going to start a trade war. Trade war for 2.5% of our GDP? No? Really, no. No. Mexico, same thing. Claudia Sheinbaum's playing, but President Sheinbaum's playing ball. She's like, okay, hey, I get it. This globalist idiot, Carney in Canada, the Canada Carney, is just he's jacking his country up right now. They just all he has to do is play ball, and we're good. Play ball. All we ask of Canada is simple. Put some people on your damn border. Stop fentanyl and people from coming into our country. Por favor. This I love Daniel Tosh. I love his attitude about Canada.
Fence ever built. America. It is foolproof if you can afford it. Really easy to be the cool, open-minded hippie country when there's a Kevlar snuggie of America draped around your fat, frozen asses, daring the world to talk shit. We don't use our military. We know. We got you taken care of. Go back to bed. We'll wake you when the NHL playoffs start.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the greatest fence ever known to man is America. And Canada has it. Yeah. Watch the video of Nancy Pelosi from 1996 singing the praises of reciprocal tariffs. Oh, yeah. And there's Bernie Sanders. There's Barack Obama. They're all done. Chuck Schumer. Oh, all of them are about tariffs. I have the video of Biden, Pelosi, Schumer all talking about cuts to Medicaid, how they need to cut Medicaid, cut the waste and fraud out of Medicaid. So we're not cutting Medicaid. We're just cutting the waste and fraud out, which they didn't do. But now the Doge is doing it. Now that's cutting Medicare, and Granny's going to lose her benefits. There are twice the parliament seats in Ontario and Quebec. I said that right, didn't I? Yeah, not Quebec. I did, yeah. Than the Western provinces combined. Yeah. It basically, Greg, this is a great example of why we have the Electoral College, period. Period. Yeah. This is why we have it. And everybody's going to just because the Ontario and Quebec are basically deciding the whole ball game. What's up, Lynn? Good to see you, bud. Yeah. All right. Oh, they're pulling strings. Yes. Let's. But I understand. Canada needs the United States, and if Carney wants to flex like they don't need the United States, okay, you're jacking with the wrong president. You could do that to Joe Biden. You could do that to Republican presidents in the past. You can do that to definitely, sure as hell could have done to W. Could have done to HW. Could have done it to Clinton. Could have done it to Obama. Could have done it to Biden. You do not do that to Donald Trump. You're going to lose. Period. You're going to lose. Yeah, this is a good thing for us. This is a good thing for the tariffs are a good thing for America. And if the tariffs are successful, which I think they are, by the way, the Oracle of Omaha, Berkshire Hathaway CEO said, hey, guess what? What he's doing is genius. What President Trump is doing is genius. These are the boldest moves we've seen in 50 years. What he's doing is brilliant. And as long as he's okay with it, I'm okay with it. 100% okay with it. I get Warren on the phone here, and we'll chat it up. Just tell me what's up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's exactly what I was getting at when I said the Electoral College, Greg. Yeah. It's like LA and New York deciding elections. How's the cleanup going on over there? The cleanup is moving along after the Palisades fire in California, in LA. I believe of the thousands of permits to start rebuilding, do you want to know how many have been issued so far? 4, if you're listening to the podcast. 4. Yep. Yeah. You guys, it is just exactly what you thought it was. Whether it was nefarious or planned or whatever it was, this is a rebuild to a, what do they call them, 30-minute cities or 15-minute cities. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. Yeah, Rhonda, I took the over. Yeah, for sure. So let me get this guy out of here because he's taking up my space here. And Daniel Tosh, we can always have on it. But we are going to end the show with probably the most crazy, unhinged example of lunacy you've seen in a hot minute. Let me get to this because it's local. And I am, no, that's Safari Club International. Here we go. Let's get to this one. And I will share my screen so you can see it, because this is as asinine as basically anything that I've ever seen, because it has to do with Katie Hobbs. Breathe, Michael. Breathe. Share screen. Here we go. Yep. There you go, guys. There you go. That's your governor right there. Your governor, Katie Hobbs. Katie Hobbs had a field day at the range when she's blasting the firearm industry. This is because she knows she has to go up against Andy Biggs in her reelection, and she's going to get crushed. So they put her, just like they did Tampon Timmy, they put him in a Elmer Fudd outfit, fresh out of Bass Pro Shop. And they said, go out there and shoot. And he couldn't even load. Didn't even know how to load his shotgun, but he's acting like he's a hunter. Katie Hobbs going to the range wearing her State 48 t-shirt and firing badass firearms won't take away from the fact that this governor is the most, not most, I apologize. She is of the ilk of the anti-gun governors in this nation. She is one of that crew. There has been a practice in the banking world since Obama's Operation Choke Point of politicians strong-arming financial institutions into shying away from ammo and firearm manufacturers and retailers. And if you've ever run a business, you understand that there is no way to run a successful business without a revolving line of credit or some sort of financial assistance. And yes, Gris, she does sound like she's on helium. And she sounds as intelligent as she really is. Is this a firearm? AR stands for assault rifle? Yeah. By the way, AR does not stand for assault rifle. I'm just going to throw that out there, kids. It does not stand for assault rifle. Armalite rifle is what it stands for. It's model 15, AR-15. Good grief. I got, you don't know? You don't own a firearm? All right, well, yeah. That's no big deal. I mean, people own firearms, people don't own firearms. That's no big deal. But to have that whole, the whole dog and pony show, look at us, look at our firearm-friendly governor that we have. We don't. She hates guns. Actually, she hates you. She likes guns because her security detail is chock full of guns. She loves firing guns. She just thinks you shouldn't have them. Yes. Talk like the question there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, talk with a question mark at the end of their sentences. It's funny. Queen Bee does that when we're actually shooting. When we go shooting clays, she goes, pull? Every time. Pull? There's a question mark at the end of pull. It's a pull. Yeah. Oh, Grizz, yeah, liar. It's assault rifle. That's what it's supposed to be. Yeah, that's what the media told me. It stands for assault rifle. These people are jackasses. I'll tell you this. I forgot let's go back to tariffs real quick. Can we go back to tariffs? Jumping all over a little bit here on a Friday. It's the wrong day to stop drinking. Thanks, Ron. I appreciate that. I think it's kind of neat. Good Lord, it's going to come a point where she's going to come to one of my events. She might come to like a wildlife event or something like that. Crap. Some conservation event. I'm going to have to be like, hi, I'm the vice president. I say, I know, I talk like you. It's the time I had to meet Doug Ducey after calling him Lord Ducey of the Realm for 4 years. He bought a ticket to one of our events. And I'm like, oh. Queen Bee called me laughing. She was like, oh my God, Doug Ducey and his son are coming to our shooting event. I'm like, oh crap. I'm going to have to meet him. I'm going to have to meet the guy. Oh, yes. Hey, finally made it. All right, Eddie, welcome. We were Grizz was singing the praises of your badassery on stage last night, and we're sorry we couldn't make that. Again, get 2 dogs now, they said. So we're doing this. Anyway. Okay, let's keep on moving along here. Back to the tariffs, if we could. Do you understand? The only people that are freaked out about tariffs are the news media that are meant to make Donald Trump look like crap. Period. Wait, make her your special guest. Make who my special guest? Queen Bee? Oh crap! We let the first Tuesday roll by, and Brendan was supposed to be the guest on that one. Wait, who's John? Oh, John, what's up, John? Happy birthday, my man. Dude, that's rad. 36, 36, did I say? Yeah, all right, cool. I'm turning 50 in a couple weeks. Yep, turning 50, guys. That's it. Half century. Best years are behind me now. I kid. They're right in front of me. And is right here. Yes. Okay, anyway, back to the tariffs. The only people that are freaking out about the tariffs are the cable news heads that's their job. Their job is to scare you and make sure that everybody's freaking out about this. When Warren Buffett says what Donald Trump is doing with the economy is genius, I'm going with that, and it's good, and I'm down. How about this?
Made in America.
Do you think that with the tariffs now, this could help push more to be made and sold in America?
Oh, absolutely. There's no doubt about it. How can you not do that? A lot of these other countries are screaming bloody murder that, it's going to affect them. Well, it should affect them.
Keeps American people working.
Always been a supporter of our country and what we can do to help our own. So I like coming to Made in America, and the products are wonderful. It's nice to buy American.
This is going to make the consumer get a little more educated, see what's made in America. If it's not, I think somebody is going to be sharp enough. We've got some sharp people that can use new technologies to make products, and this is going to force that to happen, I truly believe.
Michael Schwartz, 7 News, Elma.
Yeah, I saw people out in Louisiana on some shrimping boats, and they were just giddy about these tariffs, like these family-owned businesses. And finally allowing farmers to sell outside of the nation without these giant tariffs on them and making it worth it is going to lower prices here in the grocery store. This is how this works, you all. It's how it works. Everybody needs to stop this full-blown panic. There's a young woman that I know is in a panic about the stock market. No. Like Chris said earlier, this is one hell of a time to buy. What do they say in the crypto world, right? Buy the dip. Yeah, buy the dip. It just dipped. Go ahead and buy it. Watch it go up again. Oh, telling you. There's not a financial planner in the world worth his or her salt that would say, yeah, check it every day. This is crazy. Nope. So it's okay. I see the stock market like I do when I'm on a small plane and the pilot is piloting the plane and we hit some turbulence, do the rocking back and forth stuff. If the pilot ain't panicking, I'm not. If the pilot's calm, I'm calm. I'm good. Just a bumpy ride at that point. Is Mike Russell 4D chess? Yes, right. Words in my hip. 4D is what it is. It truly is. It's fun to watch. I truly think it's fun to watch. I think the panic is more fun for me to watch. I absolutely love watching these people freak the hell out. I think it's hilarious. There's just absolutely no reason to be this panicked about things. If you just sit back and relax, just calm down. I remember when somebody, I think it was a meme, somebody was interviewing an Amish guy. Says, how did the pandemic not touch not impact the Amish community? He said, we don't have TVs. Yep. Let it ride. Speaking of the pandemic, and then we'll get into stupidity of anti-voter ID, and then we'll get into some crazy protesters. But let's get to, let's see what we got here. What do we got here? Let's remove that. Who, by a show of hands, is ready for this guy to just be basically removed from the United States? Now, can we deport this guy? I know he's a citizen. I know, but geez, come on.
Diseases are a manifestation of infectious disease.
Senior fellow at the American Enterprise Institute, board member of Pfizer, speaking to a state-run media, Politico, talking about the whole Maha movement.
We look at all the emerging data. I had a B-cell lymphoma that when they sequenced it, it had Epstein-Barr virus in it. And if I had never gotten Epstein-Barr virus, I would never have gotten cancer. And now there's links between Epstein-Barr virus and multiple sclerosis, where I think the data is very convincing. So I think a lot of chronic debilitating disease, autoimmune disease, have infectious disease origins. Look, I think that
you are a fear monger and an ass. Dude, you are a profiteer. You profited off people getting scared, and you made yourself a multimillionaire.
To a lot of concern among consumers that general health isn't good in this country. That
It isn't.
diet has a very important nexus to our health.
It does.
And that healthful opportunities, especially eating opportunities, aren't available to every consumer. Not
Yes,
everyone
they
can
are.
go shop at Whole Foods. And, we have
What, Walmart stopped selling salads? Is that what it is? These elitist jerks. These elitist jerks. This is why I keep saying this, guys. This is why Democrats aren't going to win for another 20, 25 years. It's because the asses like Scott Gottlieb, they're up there like, oh, every consumer can't shop at Whole Foods. Yeah, they can shop at Walmart. Has the same crap. They have lettuce. They have fruit. They have vegetables. Yeah, they absolutely do. They have meat. Yeah, they got it.
competed in this country. Food companies compete on portion size and taste and packaging and not the healthfulness of their foods, largely because they can't make qualified health claims on food labels. I think there's a lot we can do to improve that. I think it requires a lot of complex policymaking, which I haven't really seen evidence of yet. But I do worry that a lot of the anti-vax sentiment, or a lot of this kind of movement is really an anti-vax movement, and some of the MAHA stuff, for some people, is just the wrapping around what is really a much more deliberate anti-vax campaign. And the evidence of that to me is when you have people like the person who name-checked me this morning, who goes out and talks about some of these things around food and that are more kind of like MAHA related, however you define that. He gets attacked by the anti-vaxxers that he's not being anti-vax enough. So I think, like, the fellow travelers are taking heat from the anti-vaxxers because they're adhering to the MAHA part of the agenda, not the anti-vax part of the agenda. So that's very revealing to me. I think this is a much broader anti-vax movement.
Yeah. So what this is, and this, I know, Lynn says he had Epstein Bar. Yeah, a few drinks from the Epstein Bar. I like that as well. Here's the gig, he's just worried that his money's going away. He just worries that all this get America healthy is going to actually get America healthy, and we don't need his company's crappy drugs. That's it. So state-run media Politico gets to have him on stage to scare people into thinking that RFK Jr., this is just, all this, get everybody healthy. It's just to get rid of the vaccines. It's not an anti-vax movement or mission. Keep them sick, keep them stupid, and that's the way it's going to be. So hopefully we all come around to understanding. At least people are still shocked, and it's funny to me. Anytime Scott Gottlieb comes up, or if I bring up something Scott Gottlieb said, like, oh, he's the former FDA commissioner. Yeah, he's also on the board of Pfizer. What? No, he's not. Yeah, he is. Yes, he is. Let's see here, Grizz, say this again, buddy. I see, a little over a month ago, I dropped taking all my medications. Yep. God, could you imagine? Yeah. You actually eat healthy, do the right thing, and everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be fine. You don't even have to eat healthy. Eat healthier, start there. Go with that. Yeah. Fat, dumb, and nearly dead or something like that. Okay. Did you see the one? Oh crap! What was the documentary? Was apple cider vinegar? You guys see that about that chick online that claimed that she had terminal cancer, brain cancer, or something like that? And she healed it with these fine things that you can buy at the link below. Oh man, yeah, do 10 meds, bro. You ain't alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. Sorry. You're not alone, dude. A ton of people taking that kind of meds. Bro, seriously. And that's the way they want it to be. That's the way the pharmaceutical industrial complex wants you to be. The VA is the biggest drug dealer in the world. There is no bigger drug pushing organization than the United States Veterans Affairs, Department of Veterans Affairs. Seriously. Prove me wrong. Yeah, why everybody's take meds. And now Grizz is taking none. I'm proud of you, dude. Great job, man. I'm proud of you, Grizz. We're all proud of you. That's awesome. I mean, some people have taken meds. It's okay. One of my brain surgeries knocked my pituitary daffy. I mean, just gone. So I have to take some meds, but at least they're not opioids. Thank God. Yes. Just eat your damn vegetables, says Alfred. I don't know about that. I buy lettuce every now and again, and by buy lettuce, I shop at Fry's, and they have the super customer bonus or something like that, and they give you free bag of the heart of romaine. I'm like, okay, I'll get that. And then I give it to Queen Bee to give her the tortoise. I made mac and cheese last night, dude. Everybody's like, that's it? Yeah. The night before I made steak and potatoes. They said, that's it? Yeah, that's it. Potatoes, a vegetable. We're good. Yeah. One of their own. Okay, let's do this. Let's get off this Gottlieb idiot, because just an absolute. What a shyster. What is this snake oil salesman? Is all that guy is. Absolutely terrible. Let's get to this, and then we'll have some fun wrapping up the day with some nonsense, wrapping up the week. Okay, Sunny Hostin. When Sunny Hostin is her most unintelligent is when she is not on The View. At least she's wrangled in by idiots around her, and it seems like the bar is askew. When this woman is on a podcast, she might be the dumbest, most racist idiot around. Check this out. Sunny Hostin.
Democrats don't want voter ID is because they make it much more difficult for elderly people, people that don't travel, don't have a passport, poor people, that don't have cars, don't have driver's license.
Look at how condescending, elitist. There are 3 words that just popped into my head that I could not say, that I blocked them all. You're welcome.
So it's sort of a vestige of, I think, post-slavery laws where Black people had to prove their right to vote. And oftentimes they couldn't vote because they couldn't pass some crazy test, or they didn't have the appropriate ID. It also affects women that are married. Maybe your passport reflects something that's different on your birth certificate.
Yeah, you're supposed to change that. Look at her face. You're supposed to change it. You dolt. Seriously.
Or on your driver's license. So really the bottom line is voter suppression. And I agree with him 100%. It's a brilliant notion that less voter ID laws allows more people to vote.
Yeah, more people that aren't allowed to vote because they don't have to, and allows people to vote early and often. This woman what she just said is some of the most fundamentally racist crap ever. It's misogynistic. It's ageism. Old people are too stupid and too slow to go get an ID, which all of them have. I have never met. Has anyone met somebody without an ID? Without identification? No. Everyone has identification. But this is poor people. Poor people can't have a license. Yes, they do. Poor people might not have a driver's license. Poor people have identification. You need identification for everything. There's nothing you don't need identification for. It gets me every single time. And let me see if I can find this the chart that I had here. There it is, right here. Check this out. Okay, let me get out of the way here, and you can see what the hell this is. Okay. When valid ID is required, let's get to it, right? Driving, boarding an airplane, purchasing a car, getting car registration, renting a car, buying insurance, buying a train ticket, obtaining a passport, blah, keep going on and on and on. Donating blood, you're right, you have to have it. Applying for a job, applying for school, applying for a professional license, getting married, checking out a book from the library. Yes, you need that. Joining the military, adopting a child, transacting, all of these. It just goes on and on and on. And if you see on the right there, those are the countries that require photo ID. Yeah, and you're right. Greg said this. He said retired people have their ducks in a row. They do. They absolutely do. And that's okay. Let's get back to Sunny Hostin here. Sorry.
And most democracies do it that way. We're the only ones that really don't do it that way.
Right. I mean,
see, again, the BS that these idiots can say and get away with. Most countries, I just showed you, most countries require voter ID.
I think it's been considered fact by most that the more people that vote, the more likely it is that Democrats have an
absolutely.
Which is not. And again, absolutely. These people are so damn unintelligent. I just showed you the Vox study that was aiming to show if everyone voted that could have voted, that Kamala would have won, proved that Donald Trump would have won by 5.5 more points. So this garbage, if more people vote, then Democrats win. Bull crap.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, it does make sense.
That's why there's gerrymandering, and that's why there's voter suppression, and that's why Republicans want this voter ID stuff.
That's why Republicans want this voter ID stuff. She is absolutely moronic. She is as dumb as you could possibly get. Yeah. So, yeah.
A bullshit.
Yep.
A bullshit.
That's right.
Bullshit.
That's right.
A bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
A bullshit.
That's right. Every time Sonny talks.
A bullshit. A bullshit.
Been waiting for that. Waiting to use that damn thing for a hot minute. It's like my violin. Not kidding. So the soft bigotry of low expectations. Amen, Rhonda. That is very, very true. Yeah. How Sonny doesn't fall down more. And her husband's going to jail. That's fantastic. I'm surprised Trump and the DOJ hadn't jumped all over that guy already. I thought for sure. Just ring her up. Yeah. Right, Chris. The kid just saying they're BS. That kid, he probably has ID. Oh, his mom's got some way to identify him. Holy mackerel. All right, let's have some fun. I wanted to say this happened local because it's a local guy. Brandon Tatum is here. It's a Turning Point event, and Brandon Tatum is at this event, and Brandon lives here locally. I thought that he was going to military kids have ID? Yeah. Anyway, he's at I think he's at UC Davis, and they have a Turning Point booth. I want you to watch what I want you to really pay attention is what Brandon does. And Brandon's got a very, very successful podcast. He's a very big figure in the conservative circles. And then watch what the cops do. This is a group of protesters tearing down a Turning Point booth and stealing all of their stuff. There's Brandon. See him with the red hat? Damn, there is. They're just taking their stuff. Look. Watch Brandon Jack just do it. Watch this. Boom! Yeah! Get him. Get back! Come on, please, get in there. Yeah, they're gonna get back. Notice how they all have helmets on, masks on. No one's to be identified, so they're just a bunch of little Antifa criminals. And yes, he was a Tucson cop, correct. But this is watch them. They just watch the cops. Get in there. Yes, they're like, get in there. Cops, please. They're just watching them. Bye. Cops are doing nothing. California. You got a bump of music. Yeah, nobody did a thing. Cops just walking. Cops just standing there. Now the cops most likely will turn around and protect them from the Turning Point people. Brown shirts, yeah, exactly. Boss lovers characters and prepared. Look in Tatum. I'm not gonna knock the guy. Just I met him a couple times, and in both times it was okay. Then Rob and I were at the peak of our show, and just thought hey man, this would be cool to have you on when we talk about police matters and things like that. But I did recognize him. It's Brandon Tatum. Yes, it did. That's what I wanted to wrap the show up with is just unhinged, absolutely 100% unhinged protesters. And it continues because this girl's doing a fantastic job. She's cleaning house on YouTube. She really is. She's doing a really, really fantastic job, but she goes to a Tesla, a Tesla protest, which I think what is it? Oh, tomorrow's the big day of protest. Tomorrow's the big nationwide Tesla protest day. Happy protest day. Here we go.
He is credibly alleged of having raped a 14-year-old girl. Is that what you want for your president?
Absolutely not. Right? No, yeah, which one are you guys talking about?
I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
You're good, my friend. You're good.
I was talking about our alleged president, our fascist, Nazified, idiot, moronic.
The Mango Menace?
Break our NATO alliance. Turn
the Mango Menace. It would be funnier, Cheeto Menace. Maybe Cheeto Menace. But Mango Menace. But yeah, so yeah, he's credibly accused of raping a 14-year-old. When the hell did that happen? Did I miss something, guys? I don't think I missed that one.
Our allies against us, steal our money, throw 71 million people off Medicaid that people depend on. 71 million people. Is this what you want? Do you want money taken from your grandma? Do you want to not support battered women and abused children?
This guy lives on MSNBC and the True Blue or whatever the hell it is. Yeah.
Is that what you believe? Stand up and say it, fascist. Stand up and say it. I'm standing up and saying what I believe. You stand up and say what you believe, and not platitudes, and not idolatry. Let's hear ideas. You have no ideas. All you have is hate, racism, stupidity, and greed.
A round of applause for that right there. He has been waiting a while for that. Yeah,
that guy was wound up like an 8-day clock. That guy had practiced that in his basement or his apartment for a long time.
that was great. What do you think about the vandalism that's going on at Tesla dealerships around the country? And we're not the TV, so you can say whatever you want.
You know, I still for no violence unless we're pushed. I mean, they want us to do violence so they can declare martial law. So
there we go. There you have it. Now this continues, but there you have it. That they want us to do violence. They want us to do violence so they can declare martial law. They push us. I'm still trying to find out where Elon Musk has pushed anybody. I'm not understanding this. Eliminating waste and overspending is it's unreal. Oh, yes. Okay, let's get back to it here. Oh, yeah. Martial law.
well, that's why I'm against the violence. They are police officers? Okay. Do you want my name?
What are you guys out here protesting today? What's the number one?
This is awesome. This guy's actually pretty level-headed. The woman manish whatever thing to the left there with the Bob Ross do is not so. But this gets interesting.
Thing to be anti-Elon for.
Stop the oligarchy. We want Americans. He's not elected, and he has no business doing what he's doing. We don't want the billionaires taking over our country.
Are you trying it? Oh, let me get you on Facebook. Hold on.
Let me get you on Facebook.
Yeah, we're stopping the oligarchy. That's what it's all about.
Did you feel that way?
They pit American against American so that they can pick our pockets.
Did you feel that way when Kamala Harris actually got more donations from more billionaires than Trump did?
I felt like I had a buffer, at least with the Democrats. Now we have no buffer. Okay, so at least we were fooled with Kamala in there. We're going to be on a slow bleed, and now we're on.
That's the only level of honesty I've ever seen in these protests. I just the only level of honesty is like at least there was a buffer, kind of like they lied to us and it was kind of a better lie kind of thing. Wow.
Take it right. I'm living on Social Security, and for the first time,
this girl is interviewing people who know.
My name's Jenna.
Also, Jenna, I'd like to mention that Social Security is not an entitlement. It's something that put in 8% of every one of my paychecks. My employer put in 8%. They did not.
No due process is fascism. See that? No due process is fascism. Due process. This is fantastic. Either this it's always with the hair too. It's always with the same colored hair. Anyway, the fascist, that's what I dig, the no due process, because either she's talking about deportations, which these people have been convicted and that's they committed a crime, they had due process, and the second is the firing of people that they say is illegal.
Give me a retirement account because they said you have a government retirement.
Evidently.
Okay.
Look how serious they are.
Yeah, that's why I didn't make money.
Wow.
Who are they here for anyway? It's like someone hired them because they're routinely attacked at events or something.
Yeah, if I was Tesla, I would hire security. I don't blame them.
This guy's kind of level-headed.
Things happen. I hire security.
Yeah, or perhaps just a little girl who films YouTube videos that gets attacked at these types of events. So, would you publicly
MAGA. Did you hear? They're MAGA. They're MAGA. Well, I'm MAGA, so there we go. I'm Mayha. I'm all about it. Let's go. Let's do it all. They clearly do not, Colin, do any of their research. Truman, what's up? Truman, it's okay. You came in a little bit late. Kate's unsafe space. Yes, unsafe place. That's right. Hey, you guys are fantastic as usual, and thank you so much, guys. The weather is fantastic. Please enjoy it before it gets hotter than hell. Next week, I think next Friday, we're going to be in the mid-90s. So please get out and have some fun this weekend. Enjoy yourself. Take a stroll around the block. Chill on the patio. Hang out on a balcony, whatever dwelling you're in. Keep the windows open and just have one hell of a weekend. And I'm thankful for you all. If you guys could do me a favor and hit like, I would greatly appreciate it. And we can do this again on Monday. Right.